Welcome once again and good morning. So have a awesome nice days. And today we will discuss about the polynomials in the class 10 of the formation of the cubic and quadratic and cubic polynomials. Here is the rules of formation of quadratic and cubic polynomials. So yes, formation of quadratic and cubic polynomials. First, quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomials. First, here we will discuss about the quadratic polynomials. So how does we form the quadratic polynomials? So if the alpha and beta are the zeros of, if the alpha and beta are zeros of quadratic polynomial, zeros of quadratic polynomials, then quadratic polynomials will be, then quadratic polynomials will be x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros plus product of zeros. Okay, plus product of zeros. So sum of 0 into x plus product of zeros. So suppose that here is the alpha and beta is the sum of zeros, means that x square. So we can write x square minus sum of 0 alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Okay, if you will take the example, suppose that take the example if some, then we can sum of 0 is the product of 0. For example, we will take the examples. Here is the examples. First example, we will take the find a quadratic polynomial of sum and the product of whose zeros are. Find the quadratic polynomials whose sum and the product of zeros are minus 3. Sum and the product of zeros are minus 3 and 2. Then how we will solve these questions? According to this, we will note that formula right here, sir. X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Got it? X square minus alpha into beta plus alpha beta. So here we write that alpha into beta's value is given here. So alpha into beta as given, alpha a plus beta is equal to minus 3 and alpha into beta is given 2. So substitute this value in this equation. X square minus alpha into beta is equal to minus 3 x plus alpha into beta is 2. So we will write here x square minus plus 3 x plus 2. These are the quadratic equations. Okay, these are the quadratic equations we have find here, sir. That how we will find the quadratic equations if the question is given here. So, okay, so second, so we will say if the alpha and the beta, second rules, formation of the cubic polynomials. If the alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of cubic polynomials, then the cubic polynomials, the cubic polynomials. Okay, then the cubic polynomials will be cubic polynomials will be okay x cube minus sum of zeros into x square plus sum of 0 into x square plus sum of product of zeros sum of product of zeros into x plus product of zeros. This product of zeros, if suppose that here is given questions that alpha and beta is given here, so sum of the zeros and the product of zeros will always be here sum of zeros product of zeros at a time x and then after product of zeros. So here we write here product of zeros. So if a kind of formula x is cube minus sum of zeros alpha plus beta plus gamma plus into x square plus sum of the product of alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. Okay, so into x minus product of 0 alpha into beta into gamma. Okay, these questions have a find years. We have 5 years. Suppose that we will take the examples. Examples. Here is the kind of question is given here. So find the cubic polynomials whose zeros are minus 3, 1 and 1/3 respectively. Okay, these are the questions given here as a minus 1 and 1/3. Okay, so here is minus 1, 1/3 is respectively. Then we will write here sum of the zeros according to the questions. X cube minus sum of 0 alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus here is the product is alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha into x minus alpha into beta into gamma. Okay, so sum of 0 is given here alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to here is alpha sum of zeros is 3 minus 3 and alpha into beta here is 3 minus 3 into minus 1 plus beta into gamma. Beta is here minus 1 into minus 1/3 plus gamma into minus 1/3 into minus 3 is equal to, if we calculate this second alpha beta beta gamma and gamma alpha, we will find here after calculations so minus 11/3. Okay, so minus 11/3 and suppose that say here is the alpha into beta and the third question alpha into beta into gamma. So alpha 3 into 1 3 1 is 3 plus 3 into 1 is equal to plus 3 into 1/3 is equal to minus 1. So here we will get here of the value and substitute this value in the equations. Here is the equations. So this value and here is the value. So x cube, here is the sum, say x cube minus value of the alpha beta gamma is minus 3 plus alpha into beta into gamma. So alpha beta beta gamma gamma alpha is given here minus 11/3 into x minus alpha beta gamma is minus 1. So we will write here x cube plus 3 minus 11 x by 3 minus here is the 1. So these are the quadratic equations. This is the quadratic equations we have find here. Okay, these types of questions generally comes here, and if we take and we consider x cubes 5 squares and x cube squares. So here we have calculated x cubes minus 5 by 3x squared. So substituting this value, we had got it minus 1 11 by 3x. So we have find here, and x cubes is given here, so x cubes 5 by 3 x cubes. So 11's alpha beta gamma 11x, and alpha into beta into gamma is given here, and the first of all alpha is given and beta is given here. So sum of the zeros and product of zeros and the x square, we have got here x cube 5 by 3 into x square. So if we calculate here, according to this we will find all the calculations alpha, beta and gamma. So okay, so alpha, beta, gamma is 3, and x square values we are not substituting x square values. So x cubes x square is 3x square is given here. So we can calculate here all the questions, and we will find here alpha plus beta plus gamma. Here is alpha, beta, gamma 3. Calculation after calculation, so 5 by 3. Here is 5x by 3, and if we solve here x here, so 5 by 3x, and if we calculate it, we will find here exact equations according to the questions here. 3x cube 5x square minus 11x square, 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 1. Okay, these are the answers we will find here, and 11x that comes 3 5 and 3. So these are the answers. Suppose that different types of the questions is coming here, and it's a provided by, then so we will calculate here the different mode and the different tactics. So and some alpha and beta are zeros, a product of any quadratic equations is given here according to the questions and other types of the questions. Then we will find here our product of zeros, and it's a sum of zeros, and according to the formula we can calculate the formula. There's alpha, beta, and it means that zeros is given of the either quadratic or cubic polynomials. Okay, so quadratic, cubic polynomials, if the zeros is given, then we will find here it's equations. So how we will find here the equations, formation of the equations of the cubic and the quadratic polynomials we have learned here completely, and use it per day and do it practice, so that you can gain grounds in these questions related. Okay, thank you very much.